perfect.
Another episode of Dashing with Greg.
What do you think now? It's perfect.
I mean, I think, yeah, it's good. It's whatever. I'm aggravated.
Already? It's going to be a good episode. That's a good sign.
All I wanted to do
is
stop at a fucking Dollar General and get me a fucking Monster.
Right.
Because I'm...
Low carb, right?
I'm a little... Yeah, of course. That's the only ones I really like to drink. I don't like to drink the greens. I could have got a green. Everywhere always has the fucking greens. Nowhere ever has the fucking low carbs. Or the Absolute Zeros. The Absolute Zeros are like a treasure when you find those.
Is that the ones that are like goofy flavors, like Paradise Lost and shit?
No, you have three of the main flavors. You got the regular green Monster. Then you got two blue cans. You got
two of the blue cans.
You got the light blue that's like just the blue emblem. That's the low carb. Then you got the fucking like the blue and white emblem. That's the Absolute Zero. It has no, it's zero sugar.
That's the best ones.
It's the best one, and you can never fucking find it.
Yes, you can. Just go to Walmart. That's where I got one today.
Well, they never fucking have them at Walmart. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
What?
As soon as we get up here, and then everyone starts going. It was like perfect for us to go.
Why do you smell like onions?
I didn't know I did.
Yes, you do.
Did I smell like that yesterday?
No. But today you smell like onions.
Because Filipinos do. They were cooking today.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or it could have been just you fucking was eating raw onions before this thing fucking started.
Probably was eating raw onions.
What'd you eat?
I ate some good Filipino food. I'm not telling you what it was because you're in a fucking mood, though.
What the fuck's that got to do with anything?
I want to be cooperative. I'm going to be difficult now.
Oh, fuck you. I hope it fucking gives you diarrhea then, you son of a bitch.
Like the dab gave you diarrhea? The last dab we tasted?
Gave you diarrhea, too.
I didn't say it didn't. What the fuck is your problem?
It fucked your stomach up. You said it did.
Well, it fucked your ass up. You said it did.
Yeah, so?
It didn't feel too good, huh?
No, what really aggravated me is the fact that this Dollar General has the shittiest drink selection of any fucking Dollar General I've ever been in. Most places have like a cooler with a bunch of different drink types in it. This Dollar General doesn't have that. Or if it did, I couldn't find it.
Why couldn't you find it?
I went over there by the frozen food and the beer. They have a beer cooler with all kinds of beer. But up near the counter, I'm looking. They have one type of Monster that I like, but I'm not in the mood for that one.
What type was it?
The Pacific Punch.
You should have fucking got it.
It's really good, actually. That one's kind of a rarity, too. But I'm not in a fruity fucking mood, okay? I want my fucking... whatever fucking taste of citrus and piss that they use to mix together the regular. I could go in here and probably buy the Monster I want.
I think it's Mexican piss. And
it'd be like $3 for a fucking can.
And some kid stomping around in a bunch of fruits with his bare feet, kind of getting the juice out. That's how they used to make juice back in the day.
They used kids' bare feet?
They had a kid jump into like a barrel of fruits and stomp around in it so he can pump out the juice.
I did have a really good fucking sandwich today, though.
Did it have onions in it?
No, it didn't.
Tell the audience why you hate onions.
I don't hate onions, I hate raw onions. And the reason I hate raw onions is because they fucking stink. I hate chopping them whenever I'm cooking with them. I hate them on a fucking burger. I wish it would be illegal to fucking eat raw onions. That's how much I hate them.
I think something happened to you when you were a kid.
Nothing happened to me when I was a kid. You know what happened to me when I was a kid?
What? I
tried raw onion and I was like, this is fucking shit. Can't taste anything but the onion. That's what happened to me.
It adds a flavor, dude.
It doesn't add a fucking flavor. Yeah, you know what? You're right. When you put raw onion on something, it adds a flavor, all right? A fucking raw onion flavor. You may as well be eating nothing but raw onion because that's all you're going to fucking taste. Are you trying to tell me that the flavor wears off, then you finally taste your burger?
No, it just adds a kick to it, man. I mean, it might be different for different people, dude, so I don't know. I can't speak for you, I guess. Well, tell us about the house, though.
It was a piece of shit, and I didn't put a bid on it.
Corey was right, dude. Corey has cursed you. Ever since he said that you don't need to get a house, you haven't gotten one.
What are you talking about?
On our last podcast episode, he's like, we gotta hope that Greg doesn't get a house because it'll add extra, it'll make you funnier.
Well, if fucking by the end of the year, if I don't have a house, I may be homeless. So ha ha, real fucking funny. Glad I could entertain. How's that to fucking lighten the mood?
It didn't do a good job. It's a fucking bad boy.
Oh man, I'm in a mood today. I don't know what it is.
It's gonna be good for the videos though.
It's probably because I didn't get to play any of my samurai game. When I get to fucking kill people on that game, it satisfies me. It satisfies my hunger.
What hunger? You're always hungry, fat boy.
Here we go with the fat boy shit again. Every fucking day now.
I didn't do it yesterday.
How'd you feel if I called you bitch tits every day?
I didn't call you that yesterday.
Yes, you did.
When?
Do I need to fucking pull back the recording and prove it? We had the same conversation yesterday. Like, what is it with you and this fat boy shit all the time now? Is it because I told you that's what my brothers called me?
No. It's just funny. I don't know why.
It's not funny. It's kind of, well, I mean, it's kind of funny.
But why'd you say the house was shit?
Because it fucking had leaks from the roof into the fucking walls. In other words, the appraiser was not going to fucking approve it. This Dollar General right here, this little motherfucker right here does not have anything for drinks. I'm just going to stop at this gas station right here and buy whatever they fucking have in there that's overpriced. I need my fucking Monster.
Damn it.
I can't make it without my Monster.
You can't make it without your Monster. But your Monster can make it without you. Like, it's even got the advertisement for Monsters.
Yeah, the green shit. Parking in this handicap too, because I don't give a fuck. Fuck it all.
I might have to buy a beer.
You want to pause this while I go in here and...
Well, I'm going in too, so you keep it running.
How about we pause it so it's not fucking just zooming in on two blank fucking chairs?
Calm down, man. Fuck. Right, now it's back.
What the fuck happened?
We're back.
You said it doesn't make sense that Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon are so old looking.
They're so old, man. Especially Razor Ramon. What the fuck happened to Scott Hall?
Scott Hall looks like he's about to die any day now. That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, just what the fuck did you do wrong?
Drugs? Lots and lots of drugs. But you said they look like they've been through a hyperbolic shot.
It's like they stepped in the hyperbolic time chamber. You're not supposed to be that old, man.
Kevin Nash has completely white hair.
I know. That's what's weird. It's like, it's not that they're wrinkly and shit. Man, it's their hair turned white. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to them. Like someone sucked their age out of them.
They came into contact with some old fucking entity or something that just sucked their age away.
Stole that shit. Oh, dude, look at that Mustang. It's Eleanor.
Oh, yeah.
Man, cars back then, they did cars right.
They did. Steel bodies.
Steel bodies.
They sounded mean and sound like little bitchmobiles.
Bitchmobiles. The bitchmobiles, is that the cousin of bitch tits?
You're bitch tits. Since you're constantly calling me fucking fat boy all the time. I don't get that. Why do you get off on that?
No, I never stopped to think about it. Are you serious? Where were you going? What if they just flipped you off or honked at you?
I don't know. Isn't that the best taste of Monster you've ever fucking had?
It tastes like pussy.
What kind of pussy?
I don't know. I never had any. So
Albino?
Albino? Albino gators. What's your thoughts on those?
They're fucking creepy.
The regular variant was
But I'll
always
tell you this
scary
much:
enough.
I'll punch a fucking albino gator in the face.
He'll punch a ghost in the face too, won't he?
I'm sure he would. It's an inside joke we have going on about Dustin, who on a podcast one day when I told the story about how dogs can be scary when they're chasing you.
What's funny is
he's all like, "I'm not afraid of dogs. I'll punch a dog in the face."
that's somebody you can't have a philosophical conversation with, because he'll punch everything in the face. Like, aliens can come, we can find alien life. He's like, I don't give a fuck about those aliens. I'm gonna punch them in the face. Like,
you're talking about World War II. I would have just fucking punched Hitler and Stalin in the face.
It ended it right there. The 9/11. Man, fuck a terrorist. I'll punch him in the face if I was on that plane.
I wouldn't have crashed that shit if I was on the plane.
yeah. Why didn't anyone just punch him in the face? The punched in the face thing. That's gonna be a shirt we're gonna make. Punched in the face.
Don't think about it, just punch him in the face. By the way, that fucking shirt Corey made with the fucking logo.
Yeah, that was
fucking sick.
That was too sweet.
Too sweet.
Sorry, we're in a gay moment.
I taught that to my kid, by the way.
Oh, that's gonna be so annoying, dude.
You know what's fucking annoying?
What?
You said you wanted to comment on my shirt.
I did. I like it. It's an old Ninja Turtle shirt.
Yeah,
It's like, 'cause I see Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's right. This is the true Ninja Turtles.
Not that fake shit, that TMNT bullshit.
Not this fucking whatever fucking that director's name was that did them. Fucking
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
As I call him, Michael Gay. But let's be serious. He makes movies people eat up. Like, he's the beginning of that whole popcorn flick formula.
People can diss on that dude all he wants. People gobble his fucking movies up. And every fucking movie he makes is a blockbuster hit.
This monster ain't half bad, man. It's got the right amount of guarani.
You know what I was watching?
taurine.
You know what I was watching the other day?
What?
I jumped down the rabbit hole because I saw this. I was looking up like Tombstone. Something made me think of Tombstone. Like, I was thinking of Val Kilmer, and I was like, man, Val Kilmer was great in Tombstone. So I started jumping down that rabbit hole and looking up fucking clips of it. And I came across the one where like he first meets Johnny Ringo. Johnny Ringo's doing all the fucking flashy gun shit.
Yeah.
Look, darling, it's Johnny Ringo.
He's
He's like, do I hate him? And she's like, I don't think you know him. And he's like, he says something along the lines. And he starts talking about him. He's like, yep, I hate him.
He was the best part of that movie, surprisingly. Everyone thought that
because he's like something about him reminds me of me.
Oh.
And he's like, yep, I hate him.
That's funny. He wanted to die, didn't he? Or he was too stubborn to die. That was his whole thing, because he had tuberculosis.
Then that fucking one guy, the law don't go around here, okay? Law don't go around here.
That was such a good... That was the end of the cowboy genre.
God, that movie was so good.
You realize that, don't you? Unforgiven was actually the ending. That was like the eulogy for that whole the cowboy western.
Yeah, man. Like they just. When's the last time a good cowboy movie came out?
Exactly. And when they do, it's so underrated.
What would you call it? Would you call No Country for Old Men a cowboy movie?
That's so many different genres. It defies logic, dude. That's That's its own fucking thing.
What about No Country for Old Men?
You just said that. I just gave you a fucking answer, you idiot. What the fuck? I felt like I was in a time warp. Like, didn't I answer this?
I meant to say something else, but I said No Country for Old Men.
You mean
again.
Hell or High Water?
Hell or High Water. That's what.
That is a modern day western. It's got a lot of the western elements.
Fucking time lapse.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what? But the Dick Warlock Halloween 2 mask, dude, is probably one of my favorites.
Oh, I fucking love it, dude.
The more I look at it, the more I like it.
Such an underrated mask.
All it is a stretched out regular mask from the original. But
yeah.
Something about it is creepy. Like it makes it better.
The fat head makes it.
Head.
Yeah, makes it scary.
Then he wore his little jumpsuit all the way to the fucking top.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like he was in assassin mode. This new Halloween better kick some ass, dude. I mean, it better come in just swinging.
I'm worried about it, dude.
I am too.
They fuck everything up now. I wish they would just...
But you like the 2018 one.
I did like it, but I mean, like... Here's the thing. I did like the 2018 Halloween. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed the movie from pretty much beginning to end. But then... I watched the original again.
And it's just head and shoulders better, man.
Like...
I told you. I told you not to
The problem with the 2018 is the 2018 Halloween is a good movie. It's got some problems, but they're not problems that are so big to make the movie a bad movie.
I can hear you.
But like, if someone was to like make me grade like a comparison of the two, like 78 Halloween versus that one,
yeah,
I'm giving fucking 78 a 10. And I'm giving that movie fucking maybe a 6.
You have to.
But like as a standalone movie, like a movie in itself, I give it, a higher grade. Like if I hadn't watched the 1978 version as much as I have, that movie would have a much higher rating to me. It'd probably be up there as like an 8. I liked it that much.
I did. I give it a 4.
I don't understand why you didn't like it.
It didn't have a crucial element. We talked about this before. The stalking, dude. It's got to have...
He did kind of do the stalking a little bit.
No, it wasn't on the same level.
It wasn't.
And they made him more
But you know what?
They make him more of a badass, which the original Myers was just a killer, man. He wasn't really meant to, like, break your teeth open and do this crazy, goofy shit that was, like, to make him a badass.
None of the Halloweens really did the stalking the same way again, though.
Exactly. It was just done in the first one, and it was like it killed it. You need to rewatch the original Texas Chainsaw, because I got to hear your thoughts on that one.
I do need to rewatch that. Maybe we'll do a rewatch on the podcast.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear my ideas for the Dollar Tree? Like, Corey wants to do the Dollar Tree food challenge, but he said he didn't really know how to go about it, right?
Yeah.
So, this is what we do. We all go to Dollar Tree every week. We'll do it on a Tuesday again, since we always record on Tuesdays. You can go Monday or we can go Tuesday. It'd probably be better to go Monday to get our item so it's ready. But their trucks come on Tuesdays, though. So we go there on Tuesday or Monday. I don't know why I'm so stuck on that. And we buy a random item, a random food item.
But it can't be SpaghettiOs or some shit like that.
No, it can't. It has to be something unique to Dollar Tree. It can't be something that you can get at Walmart. It has to be one of their items that you don't really see anywhere else. Like, the fucking single wrapped little breakfast fucking sandwiches or something that has a name brand you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. And we could all do that. We could all get a random thing. It could be a fucking... The candy, I don't really know about. The snack cakes would be a good one because they have some oddball snack cakes.
Yeah, I can try those out.
But we could all get just random stuff, man. Like, find a random food item in there that seems odd in particular and get it. Now, what we wouldn't do is, like, sauces.
Yeah, we're not going to do sauces. That's cheap. And like.
I mean, we could do the sauces, but then you're going to have something to put them on. So that's going to be on you to prepare.
Yeah, you got to find some chips.
Or you could fucking double up and buy, like, their fucking cheap-ass chicken and the sauces.
The ultimate test.
I'll tell you what would fucking impress me. Is if one of you brave souls got that fucking chicken they have there, the raw chicken, and cooked that shit and ate it. The one that looks like the bone, like the skin's not even covering the whole fucking chicken, the bone's already exposed and shit. Yeah. Makes me nervous. Looking at it...
It makes you nervous, huh?
Yeah, it
Dollar Tree did that right, because it's like, that looks like Dollar Tree. Like, if Dollar Tree was in chicken
Take note,
form.
that is the best fucking monster right there. Why did you try to get all up in front of me?
No, I was trying to put it next to you.
Well, you went up in front of me.
I'm closer. That's why I was on accident, but I wasn't trying to do that.
I think you were.
Oh, look at this cop, man. He's pulling 2 people over. Not one, but 2 guys got pulled over.
That's got to be the fucking cop of the year right there.
It was obviously a
I know.
man.
I want you and you pull over.
Yeah, you get on his megaphone. And the guy's like, oh, there's a guy behind me. You 2, stop.
White car and blue truck, pull over.
Being a cop's got to be weird because it's like being a manager, but for everyone.
That's true. You know, we never tested to make sure it's recording audio.
Oh, shit.
I sure hope it is.
Oh, my God.
I mean, if not, we got a fucking episode for...
Yeah, from yesterday.
I think it'll be all right. How do you pull over 2 people at once?
I'm sure one rear-ended the other guy. It's probably a wreck type thing. They don't look like they're wrecked, but...
They don't. But yeah, you're right, man. The cops are like the managers of everybody.
Everyone's supervisor.
They have to watch everyone.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not doing shit they're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes they gotta actually
Lay down the law, literally.
Yeah, like punish people. Like basically when a cop writes you a ticket, he's just writing you up.
Yeah, it's a write-up.
It's like a write-up in the office.
And when he sends you to jail, you got fired.
Exactly.
You were fired from life, from society.
No, it's not. You're not fired. You're suspended.
Now, if you get life sentences,
Oh, I mean, life
death sentence,
That's another story.
Yeah, you got fired from life, son. But yeah, it's like suspended without pay.
Yeah.
And when you're out on bond, it's like you're suspended pending investigations. SPI.
And there ain't no fucking protected time off.
Right. I don't know. In jail, they get furloughs, like weekend furloughs.
Maybe there is protected time off.
Which doesn't make sense. How does a prisoner get out on the weekend? You heard about that shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We had that, and whenever I was locked up in that little group home, we had that. Once you reach a certain grade level, that's a privilege that's given to you.
You were locked up in a grade home?
Huh?
Come back with that? Hold on.
When I was locked up in a group home, I said.
What the fuck is that? You never told me this story.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't, dude.
Yeah, it's whenever I missed too much school, and my parents got in trouble.
I never heard this story.
And I was already on probation or something. I think I'd already gotten in trouble, like...
Oh, is that when the judge was like, if I see your ass in here again, I'm sending you to juvie. But you went to group home. No,
he told me, he's like... I finally got called. This was after that incident, actually, yeah. But, I go in there, and he's like... The judge, I remember his name, Judge Redwine.
Nice.
You like that?
It's a Red Dead Redemption name. Go ahead.
It is. But he tells me, we go in there, I'm with my mom. I got her in trouble for being, missing too much school.
Were you wearing a suit?
No, I wasn't wearing no fucking suit.
Okay.
But he tells me, he's like, these are your options. He's like, since you obviously don't want to go to school anyway. He's like, I'm putting you in this group home. And in this group home, I'm putting you here to get your GED, is what he told me. He's like,
oh, that's a nice one.
He's like, and if you don't get it,
yeah.
He's like, if you fail out from here, you're basically gonna go to he was gonna send me to kid prison, basically. Like real kid jail.
You don't want to go there, son.
Oh, hold on, wait. This place I was in was called YCC. It's called the...
It's not the YMCA, but YCC.
Yeah, YCC, the Youth Care Center is what it was called. But this place was like a prison for kids. You had motherfuckers who killed people on the fucking top section, which was where the prisons were. The actual prisons for the kids. Like fucking solitary confinement type shit.
Okay.
And then on the bottom level was where the students or the better kids, the ones that weren't in trouble for murder and shit, got sent, and you started out at like a grade level 1, and I think it went all the way up to a 5. And I think grade level 3 is whenever you finally got your furlough, and you could go home on the weekends.
Yeah. How long were you in this?
Oh, fuck, maybe... Probably about the same amount of time Dustin was in prison.
90 days.
Probably about 90 days, yeah. That's about how long it took me to get my GED.
It changed you into a better man, huh? Made you realize crime is not for you.
It wasn't that. It just made me realize that...
Life's too short.
That it, you know... Because the guy that was in there, it was this black dude. His name was BL Tenor. I remember his name. His name is Bob, but he went by BL. Like BL Tenor. And he like basically set me down, man, because like, and just talked to me. He's like, look, man, he's like, you're better than this. He's like, you're a smart guy. You're too smart to be in here. Basically told me, he's like, you're smarter than all the other guys in here.
Right.
He's like, you don't belong here.
You don't.
He's like, and you could do something good if you just get your mind in the right place and not, and basically told me what I'm always preaching to you today is you got to give up this thug lifestyle, this stupid wannabe lifestyle.
When have I ever been in a thug lifestyle?
No, but I mean, you know, I preach about the thug lifestyle.
Sorry.
So he gave me that whole speech, and like it just set with me, man. And like after that's when I started to get my shit together. And
why did you want to be a thug?
Because it's what I hung around with. It's like any person, man. You're looking for a place to fit in. I was the youngest of fucking 7 kids. So it's not like my brothers were around my age. It's not like I could hang out with them really. And the one brother that lived with me was a fucking drunk. So
then that's when you found Corey, huh?
Yeah, well, I met Corey. Actually, I had met Corey before I went into there. I got in trouble and had to go into there after I had met Corey. Actually, when I met Corey is whenever I started changing a little bit. Corey is the reason I stopped listening to rap, honestly. He introduced me to newer music and made me realize that I'm not it's not dorky to like this other types of music and such. So
you just didn't want to be lame.
That's all it was, man. I was trying to find a group to fit in.
Glad it worked out for you, man.
Yeah, it was a neat experience.
What we saw of prison was not too good.
Dude, we had this one kid that he just got out of the solitary confinement.
Right.
I told you about this guy. He was in the room with me. So he just gets out of the solitary confinement portion, and they room this motherfucker with me. So why am I not getting any fucking orders? So it comes into my fucking room, and already I'm like, I'm not gonna like being in here with this guy.
He was a cunt.
So the first fucking night he's in there, why couldn't I create the dash? The first night I'm in there, he starts this shit like flipping out.
What?
Talking to himself and shit. Trying to talk to me, and I'm like, he goes out there into the main hallway. Every roommate I got there was fucking had problems, first off. So he goes out in the main hallway, and he's just like, oh man, fuck this shit, man, fuck this shit, and starts banging around on the fucking pool tables, just knocking shit over. A week later, he's like back up in fucking solitary confinement.
Good. Motherfucker.
I'm like, why did they have to? He eventually got to come back down again, and he was a little more tame then.
Was he on his pills? His medications?
Then they put me in the room with this other fucking guy that like our window was broken and you could actually open it up, but we were like on the like kind of high up. So he fucking tells me one night, he's like, man, I gotta get out of here. He's like, I'm gonna jump out this window.
And you're just like,
I'm like, and there was like bushes below. I'm like, where the fuck you gonna land, dude? He's like, those bushes will break my fall. He's like, it'll be fine. He's like, I've done this before.
okay.
I'm like, so he jumps out the fucking window.
Yeah.
And I told this dude before, I was like, look, dude, I was like, I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start. I was like, but after you jump out that window, I was like, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to tell them that you fucking jumped out the window.
Oh, man, so you straight up snitched.
I told him I was going to tell him. I was like, because it's like, you're not getting me in any trouble from fucking bailing out of here and making me think that, making me look like I had something to do with it. I was like, I'm trying to get to level 3. It's like, you're not fucking this up for me.
Damn, snitching, man. Go
so
ahead.
I went out, so he's like, that's cool, man. He's like, do what you got to do. So he jumps out the window. I give him about his 20 minutes. I go out there. I'm like, I was like, yeah, old dude, I was in the room with, he just jumped out the window.
And they freaked, huh?
And they're like, what the fuck do you mean he just jumped out the window? That's exactly how they said it, because I'm like, the window's broke and it opened and he jumped out of it.
And what'd they say? They went crazy, huh?
They just put out, they were used to people escaping, so they just put out the search thing for him.
Did they talk to you? Said, if you had anything to do with this?
No, the staff was pretty cool there. I told them, I said, they questioned me a little bit, but I said, look, I was asleep. I heard something and it woke me up, and he was jumping out the fucking window.
You did the right thing. If it comes down to you or him, it's going to be his ass, not yours.
Yep, because I had no loyalties to that guy.
He wasn't even the same race.
Sometimes being a snitch is a more loyal move. He was the same race. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm kidding, dude. Like it's Oz or something. You need to watch Bad Boys with Sean Penn. That was a good movie.
Bad boy.
Not the one with Will Smith and Eddie Murphy, or what's his name, Martin Lawrence. The original Bad Boys had Sean Penn and Clancy Brown in it.
How do you feel about Sean Penn as an actor?
As an actor, he's great. As a human being, he's scum.
Really?
You didn't hear what he did to Madonna?
No.
He tied her up and raped her. Apparently, he did some crazy shit. He was a psychopath in real life, dude. He's kind of fucking weird. That he hasn't been in prison yet is amazing.
I don't understand why all my apps signed off. That's why I ain't been getting no fucking.
Yeah, where are our fucking orders, man? Fuck.
Yesterday was shit like this too. Remember? It only got salvaged because of the.
Oh, I thought we made a deal to go to Diablo.
I thought you would hate this T-shirt.
No, I love it. I like the colors, the black, and then the way the colors pop on it. It's tough.
It was given to me.
Really? It's an inheritance? Look how tall I am, dude.
Oh, I slouch. I mean, look how much I slouch when I sit.
Sit up straight. Okay, never mind. I thought I was doing something. I thought my dick was getting bigger.
Do you need that?
I forgot why I hate monsters. They make me belch, dude.
They don't make me belch. That's because you drink them too fast. You drink every fucking thing too fast, dude. When we get a fucking drink from the place, you're like... until the whole fucking thing's gone, and you're like, man, I gotta piss.
I can't help it.
Yeah,
man.
you can fucking help it. You just have no structure.
No, I fucking told you. Actually, it's the opposite. You don't have any structure.
You ain't got no fucking structure.
My military stepdad would have been on your ass, dude. He would have said, you need to hurry the fuck up and eat. You need to hurry up and drink that.
And I'd have been like, this is the pace that I eat at, old man.
And he would have said, he would have sat down and force feed you like he did me.
I wouldn't have let him.
You didn't have a choice, man.
Bullshit. You always have a fucking choice.
He said, oh, you want to play games? All right, let's play games. Open your mouth wider.
And that's the thing. Y'all were scared of him, so you opened your mouth.
We were kids. What were we supposed to do? Fight him?
Tell him to be like, no, I'm not doing this. You're not gonna force feed me. I'm not a fucking baby.
You had that luxury, dude. We didn't.
That's because y'all were cowards.
No. We were kids, man. What were we supposed to do?
Coward kids.
All kids are cowards, bro. If you instill that into them. Kids are supposed to be afraid of adults. That's why
Y'all were scared of this guy, and I don't understand why.
Because you never had a dad.
Because you told me as you got older, you started to step up to him, jump bad at him. Like you and him almost got in fights a few times.
That's my younger brother's dad. I had 2 stepdads. My older brother's stepdad, I was way too young to really fight back.
How many fucking husbands has your mom had?
Filipinos, man.
Yeah, but they don't believe in divorce.
No one said she got divorced. She just had other guys. Filipinos.
So they were never actually your stepdads.
Yeah, not really.
Well, then you didn't have to listen to any of these motherfuckers.
You're right. I put a chip on my shoulder ever since. Every guy I try to get in a fight with, it's my stepdad. It's not them. It's like what that guy Tommy Gunn used to say. Every guy he fights in the ring is his abusive father. It's not really the guy. That's
I
what
feel
makes
that.
it harder.
Hey, Zaxby's $9. Except,
I thought we were going to D'Iberville.
well, we ain't going to D'Iberville as long as I'm getting some orders.
I thought we were going to D'Iberville.
I thought about it. I mean, if some stuff don't start coming in, I will drive over there.
We were talking about yesterday. Well, what's that Kit Kat process? I don't understand it.
Kit Kat? Ain't that a fucking candy bar?
That's what this is. Jelly bean, you're talking Kit Kat and all this other shit, man. Watch out for this guy. Watch out for this ass clown.
He ain't doing nothing but turning around. You ain't even buying nothing.
No, he's going into the lobby.
Zaxby's claims that they're the king of the chicken sandwich. They said that they won. They said they won.
It's to be debated.
To be masturbated?
Yeah. We're going to talk about this movie called Fourth Kind that you ended up seeing.
This order's going to John J.
John J?
John J.
Nice. Not John Q, huh?
Hope not.
Dude, that was a good movie, dude.
John J. is, I bet John J. is a white guy.
There you go with that race shit, man. Damn.
He's probably a white guy, and I guarantee he's probably a redneck.
Redneck. Acting like a fucking you.
I have a DoorDash pickup for John J.
Alright, John J.
That's it?
Give me just a moment.
Alright.
Alright, you can pull to the window.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I like that, man. I like when they say my pleasure.
My pleasure, sir. I don't. Makes it sound like butlers.
I want to give her pleasure.
What if she's ugly?
You know what's funny is I've been trying to brainwash my wife lately
Really? How?
with Dustin's situation.
And what'd she say?
Like I'll say things like, I'm like, look, all you gotta do, it's like this is a problem. It's like Jeannie didn't make her man happy. It's like all you have to do to make your man happy is stroke his ego and cook for him.
Right.
That's it. That's the requirements to having a happy man.
Exactly.
And he will not cheat on you as long as you do those things.
And what happened?
Huh?
And what'd your wife say?
She's tried to justify the, he still shouldn't have cheated. You still don't cheat. You have to talk.
There ain't no talking in that situation.
Yeah, there you, that's what I wanted to tell
They
you.
did too much talking.
There ain't no fucking talking to a Filipino.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But Jeannie's not Filipino.
No, but she is kind of Spanish. Her, you know her real name is Valon? What kind of fucking name is Valon?
Sounds like Star Trek.
Yep.
Ask her about her.
Thank you.
Well, hold on, man. I gotta get my...
It's cool. I mean, I'm not driving.
I got all the shit in my hand.
All these motherfuckers trying to cut through. Fucking faggot, take the other way.
Alright, now I'm good.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Because I need to do confirm pickup, and I need to do the address.
God
It's
bless.
time for John J.
If you moved all this shit...
Well, move it. Throw it in the back. Ain't nobody fucking stopping you.
I just did it, you asshole. You're saying that as I'm moving it.
You know what?
What?
You're acting like something right now, and I'm not gonna
Just
say it.
Just know you're
But
thinking.
just know that I'm thinking it.
You need a fucking minivan.
I do need a minivan to make these deliveries feel so much easier.
Good on gas too, I think.
What about pussy?
No, they're bad at that. Bad at getting you that. I'm just tired of all the nitwits. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, me too.
That's nice, dude.
Yeah, I don't like the extended out back wheel.
See, I
that.
don't like fancified bikes like that. Just keep it stock or like, doing too much.
Just like cars with like bow-legged wheels and fucking tires. Like, what are you doing?
Bow-legged wheels. Dude's a faggot. That's what I want to say.
I wonder if that's what the people say to the, like, those guys that want that shit leave the fucking shops. They're like, all right, guys, got another order for some faggot who wants to get his fucking wheels sticking out and some tiny little fucking tires.
Driving a rice burner. What a mean name.
He's driving a fucking girl car who wants fucking tires sticking out.
Why don't you just put spikes on them too, so they can like cut up other fucking tires?
Yeah, what do you think you are? You think you're in a fucking game of Twisted Metal?
Why don't you just add guns to it at this point? Fucking turrets, 50 caliber.
Like, motherfucker, your car's not a James Bond car.
Fucking oil slick out the fucking exhaust so you can fuck up other cars. Oh man.
I just don't understand people.
You went to the group. You had a similar situation as me. I went to the crazy house though.
Oh, you wanna talk about that?
Yeah, I did. It was after my.
I wasn't gonna bring that up because that's kind of personal.
Yeah, it is. But I had that near fatal suicide attempt, and I don't need anyone praying for me. Our few viewers that are listening. I'm good now. It was a thing when I was 18 years old.
This is the Patreon. Nobody hears this shit but Corey anyway.
Yeah, it's not anything serious. Like I'm past that phase. But at the time. And I wasn't really suicidal, dude. I was just kind of like being a punk kid, and I was like, I didn't want to be here that day is what it was. I was like, I don't want to be here right now. And I was frustrated because I couldn't find my work shirt for Reebok. I couldn't find my shirt.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but...
and I couldn't find my shirt, and I was like, this is a sign, dude. This is fate. This is fate telling me you suck. And I was like, I don't want to be here.
You fucking suck. You can't find your Reebok shirt.
Yeah.
Kill
You're
yourself.
going to get fired. This is a sign. And I was like, I don't want to be here. Fuck it then. I was frustrated. I go into the garage and get up on the step stool thing, and I tie a fucking one of those D-ring belts. Not the the type that you can kind of feed through, and then it kind of helps. It just loops. It has like an infinite kind of loop on it.
Yeah.
But I tie that to the fucking top of the garage door thing, and I'm sitting there. And
Why
I'm like,
am I smiling and laughing?
Because it's stupid. You imagine a stupid kid doing this dumb shit, and then after a point, I'm like, all right, I'm done now. Let me get down. I'm not frustrated anymore. My anger is gone. So I get down, and I see my parents run by me. I told you this, and I turn around and see my fucking body standing there. I had a OBE'd.
Yeah, OBE. Out of body experience.
And I had almost died, and I was like, what the fuck? I turned around and saw my own body, and that's when I came back to, and I flipped back into my own body, and they're getting me down, and I'm crying. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I was so close to going to the next realm.
You almost killed yourself because you couldn't find your shirt.
Yeah, and that was and they sent me to the crazy house, and I go there, and I'm telling these doctors, I'm like, this isn't serious.
This is the part of the story that really distracts me, honestly.
Why?
I'll let you get it out, and I'll tell you why.
Well, first they sent me to the behavioral health place for like teenagers and shit.
Okay, I guess everyone's gonna go as slow as fucking molasses.
And that part was all right, man. They did finger paintings and shit, and but I fucked up, right? Because I thought you were supposed to cooperate to get out faster. Good behavior, what have you. The crazy house is backwards from real jail in real life. It's like Bizarro universe. The better you do, cooperating wise, the better behaved you are, the more they want to keep you. You know what I mean?
Go, motherfucker! I feel like this asshole's intentionally fucking going slow to keep me over here.
And
was.
And there was no one in front of him.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
There was no one. Anyways, the long story short is they sent me to the fucking adult side of it. And that's when it got fucking weird. You don't ever want to go to the adult crazy place.
But what's crazy to me about your story is that you said the whole time you keep telling them, I'm not crazy, and they're like, they just weren't hearing you. It was going in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, that's how they acted, dude. Their whole thing is like, you're crazy.
And then when you make up a story saying, okay, I just did it for attention,
Then they let you out. That's what I'm saying. It's like backwards. There was one guy that was cursing at his parents. He was like, fuck you, I'm not doing this shit. This is stupid. He got out like 3 days later. I said, what the fuck? He did everything wrong. And then the doctors explaining like, no, that's not how this works. They said, we can't help him. And that's wasting taxpayer dollars. But we like, you know what I'm saying? We want to keep you because we feel like you could be helped. And they're like, we're sending you up to fucking the adult side.
Fuck you too, motherfucker. Could have got over. But you fucking stay in this lane. Cocksucking piece of shit. There's my road rage.
Yeah, it's aggro today. We're gonna get a fight.
And that right there is why I'm gonna get over so these fucking people can get on I-10. Unlike the rest of these scumbag motherfuckers.
You're the nice guy.
You're welcome, guy. Because I'm not like these other fucks.
One last thing before I get off.
But that's why my daughter cusses. But go ahead, finish your story.
Yeah, one last thing before I get off. And then whenever they gave me the ink blot test, I kept cooperating with them on that shit, making myself crazier. They're like, what do you see? I was like, I see bats, man. That's a fucking bat you're showing me. And I kept saying stuff like, it looks like death. And like a skull. And they're like writing this stuff down. And it just helped me stay there longer. And it transferred me to the actual crazy fucking unit.
Because what you're supposed to say is, I don't see anything, I just see ink
You're
on a
supposed to say, fuck you. That's what I see, motherfucker. You're supposed to be as bad as possible.
You know what I see? I see this.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like that. The crazy.
You fucking piece of shit.
Don't
I
ever-
see a piece of shit. Oh, wait, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at the ink blot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you're supposed to be. That's exactly how you're supposed to be. That's your fucking life. That's your wife getting fucked in the ass. That's not me, man. You're the crazy one.
Tell me that's not in you anymore.
What?
That ability to take your own life.
Oh, no, it's gone, man.
Because that's some cowardice shit.
Man, see, what about the samurai? Because remember seppuku?
Okay, well, you know,
Ghost of Tsushima?
no, you can't perform seppuku in that game.
But is it discussed?
At the same time, man, like, because suicide is just...
It's the coward's way out.
But the thing is like, the samurai were already going to die anyway. It's not like they performed seppuku because they fucking couldn't find their Reebok shirt. Or they couldn't find their samurai helmet. That's not the reason they did it. They would already be on the battlefield.
Or they couldn't get a girlfriend.
Yeah, and instead of having the enemy deal the fucking final blow to them, they wanted an honorable death. Well, this is what was weird with samurais. If they were killed on the battlefield, it was considered an honorable death. And if they performed some seppuku on the battlefield, it was considered an honorable death.
But didn't the enemy do it, but it was like an honorable way? Like you did the knife part up your stomach, but you had one of them stand behind you and perform it.
Yeah. Like a lot of times the dudes would perform seppuku before the enemy chopped their head off.
That sucks, dude. That's gotta be a terrible fucking way to go out.
Right?
You died in pain before you went out, you know?
But yeah, man, suicide, man. I've had some rough times in my life, dude. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there's been times that I really, truly thought I wanted to be dead. Like, if this is all there is to my life, man, I don't want to be here anymore.
But you weren't gonna end it yourself, basically.
But I never had the thought of, hey, if I take a whole bunch of these pills, or if I put a gun to my head, or if I cut my wrist. I never had those thoughts, ever.
You're a true soldier, man.
It was more like, during those times, I would just pray that God would take my life. Like, That's
hardcore. Dear God, please kill me. That's like you're testing God.
It's not. It's It's more like, you're like, it's like you're saying, I'm miserable, God. I don't enjoy being here. I feel like my life is pointless.
But what did God say? He said, "This too shall pass."
Well, I mean, God doesn't talk to me, so he didn't say anything. But I'm not a prophet. I don't know, man. It just... I was just at a low point. These things happen.
You were being lowballed.
Well, like, the problem I've always had going throughout my entire life, and I still have this problem to this day, is I always feel like I'm the butt end of everyone's fucking joke.
That fat boy stuff is not... I mean, I don't mean it like that. I'm not
talking about your little fat boy comments.
You got you.
But, I mean, that does play into it. I mean, that's a good example. I feel like I get so little respect from anyone that...
You have to be a hard ass.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, people think it's okay to just talk down to me or fucking insult me or whatever that be, because I don't deserve their respect.
And you're a good guy, man. So it's not fair. And that's not me just talking either. That's hardcore superstar.
I mean, really, I've never fucking wronged anybody.
You got wronged because remember that guy stole your X-Men comic?
There's been a few occasions where I've been a pretty good asshole, but
it's all in good fun though. Like, you make up for it. I tell people all the time, you're a sweetheart at heart. Like, when you're out of the car, I always say the same thing. Have you seen that? Whenever you leave the car and I'm always talking to the fucking camera.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You call me a sweetheart.
Bless his heart.
That's something you say to someone that you think is stupid.
It is true. Oh, yeah, because, like, bless their heart, like, because they're dumb.
Oh, bless his heart.
He don't know no better. Bless his heart. Someone you think is stupid. I'd rather be fat than stupid.
You know who I really have fucking mad respect for now?
Who?
Are people who raise kids with special needs.
People who teach them as well.
People who teach them as well, because, man, like, as a parent, that's got to be rough, dude. To have your kid know your kid's not the same as all other kids.
Yeah.
It's just rough, man. Like, when I see the parents of them, like, when they're in the store and such like that, I'm just like, almost every time I see them, dude, I say a little prayer for them. I'm like, you know what, bless them, because they deserve it.
And you don't?
Maybe I don't. This episode got fucking dark fast.
This is a dark 5 episode.
It's probably because of the rain. This fucking rain brings out all the doom and gloom.
Doomer music.
You got any fucking doomer themes you can play for us?
Yeah.
On it. Did you bring a charger today?
Don't even.
You fucking dipshit.
My phone is fully charged, sir.
You're a fucking dipshit.
We were just talking about you being an asshole, and then you're fucking being a good asshole right now.
I didn't say anything about changing.
Dude. Oh, man. Poor Fury. He has to fight Deontay Wilder again after beating him twice.
There's nothing poor about that. He's just going to beat the brakes off of him
and
again.
make a lot more money.
Because he's a superior fighter.
But all it takes is that one punch, man.
Yeah, and Deontay Wilder fucking won't get it. Because Deontay Wilder is what you call a hyped fighter.
Oh, he's hyped up. Like Michael Bisping. I'm just kidding. I love UFC fighter names.
That's the thing about boxing that bothers me, is when these dudes beat a whole lot of nobodies, and then all of a sudden they're hyped up, and then they
UFC too.
Yeah, UFC is the same way. Then they get their ass beat by a legitimate fighter. It's like, oh, well, this happened because, all right, we're looking for 11088.
Dude, this place has fucking bars on it.
That's scary. 110 11102. 11088.
It's around. It's right around the bend.
It's right here.
All right. Time to be
Summer
clear.
breeze makes me feel fine.
Is that the Doomer version?
Actually, no, that's the typo negative version. Blowing the jasmines in my mouth.
It sounds like training. Oh, where did I say that?
Straw in the bag, homie.
Michael Bisping. Yeah.
Playing that Doomer shit.
Yeah. Dude, look at it.
That's the video?
Yeah.
It makes me want to fucking kill myself. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't listen to it. That's the kind of shit people listen to before they kill themselves.
Yeah, that's like all hope is lost. Doomer. That's the whole point of it being called Doomer. His room's got fucking.
This is what I imagine playing at like the Ghouls fucking hotel on fucking a Fallout game.
And the fact that he killed himself makes you kind of. What's she doing? Oh, I thought she was talking to herself.
Won't you come? At first I thought that thing said Seaman Street. I'm like, yeah.
Yes. Come drive.
Alright, that's enough of that.
It's too depressing.
It is. You're gonna really fucking kill the mood of this fucking dash with that shit.
Real fast, too.
All upbeat, talking about, well, I mean, actually, we've been talking about fucking suicide and
Whatever else.
me being in fucking juvie. Welcome to the dark episode of fucking Dashing with Greg.
This is the dark side of the dash. The dark side of dashing.
Oh yeah, the dark side of dashing. It's a good name for a good name for a podcast.
The dark side of dashing.
And considering what we talk about, that's perfect. The dark side of dashing. Welcome to the dark side. You know what? That would be a good thing for me to implement in our intro on the Slackercast. Like right before we go on, if you only knew the power
Of the
dark side.
That would be cool.
I can do it.
I can see.
By the way, we got a copyright flag because of that fucking Venom trailer in the last episode.
Oh, shit.
I knew it was going to happen. Actually, no, I think we got a copyright flag because of lockdown. I think that's what it said it was for.
It was for one of them. We'll figure it out. You're gonna go, aren't you?
Damn right.
You did.
Why wouldn't I?
Because Sid Vicious.
I own this shit. Fritz Creek.
I like that. We don't. How many copyright strikes are you allowed? 3?
Well, ours aren't ours don't have any impact on our channel.
Nice.
Yeah, the only impact it has is if we were popular enough to receive earnings for our videos, that we would not receive earnings for that video.
Good luck with that.
We're only like 900 and 967 followers away from being able to monetize.
Yeah, it's a lot. Only.
I tell you what, if you get once you get your figure in, if you could get your boy on,
it's gonna help
for a
us a lot.
fucking interview, dude, that would help us a lot.
You got to keep up with Corey. I'm doing that show with him on the 29th. I know you're not going to be here. So.
Actually, we could look into also trying to find, since aliens is a big topic for people right now, we could try to find like some of the alien people who like study this shit and investigate it and try to have them on our podcast to talk. Or not.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, who would we get?
Dude, there's a fucking there's dozens of them out there. The key would be finding one that doesn't want to get paid. Because a lot of those motherfuckers are cash grabbers. I need to blow my nose. See if there's any tissue in that.
There's not. I already looked, dude. Yeah, you're assed out, buddy.
No, I'm not. There's got to be some tissue in this motherfucker somewhere.
I was saving this for me, but you can have it.
You're saving it for you. What for? This isn't one that he wiped his armpits with, is it?
He uses the cleaning wipes.
Oh.
The sanitation wipes.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Throw that out the window, man.
I'm not going to litter.
I don't understand. You don't care about... Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that.
You know what I care about?
What?
You're right. Is my littering this fucking thing going to cause an impact on the ecosystem? No. Because this shit will dissolve with all this rain.
Exactly.
What I do care about is the fucking $1,000 fine for littering on the interstate. That's what I care about.
Me too. I look, wouldn't you know it? Fucking cop right
exactly.
there.
Exactly. Hey, throw that out the window, Greg.
Yeah, I was wrong for that.
You were wrong for that.
But I accept my penance.
I accept your apology.
I didn't apologize for shit. I said I'm paying.
You fucking should have.
I said I'm paying penance.
And you did apologize. You said, yeah, sorry for that.
Okay, I did, I guess. But I wasn't apologizing to you.
Hey, can you hold this for a minute?
No. Fucking creepwad.
There's COVID all over this thing right now.
I know. Just put it in here, dude.
Where I put all the people's food.
We're such scumbags.
You're a real fucking nut job, you know that?
I learned it from you.
No fucking Grubhub orders have came in yet. These motherfuckers.
These motherfucking cocksuckers.
That's because it keeps fucking knocking me offline for some reason.
Welcome to Cunt Avenue.
Oh, I know what one of the problems is.
What?
Is I fucking had Bluetooth on, so I wasn't getting the notifications. How much you want to bet Waiter is fucking offline now, too? No, Waiter looks like it's still online.
You got the sniffles?
No.
You got COVID?
COVID.
I thought I was having COVID yesterday. It's getting kind of heated.
We'd both have it if we would have had Shadow come this week.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sick. I got COVID. I'm going to make it.
Oh.
I do miss his Asperger's, though, a little bit.
He says he doesn't have it.
I don't believe him.
And if we push the issue of him getting tested, he's just going to get mad. Well, the rain means people might be ordering out more, so I guess that's good.
Here comes the rain again. Wanna touch you and do your dancing. Is it raining? Was she hot or not?
Yeah,
Annie, whatever her name was, Lennox.
I guess.
For the 80s. All chicks were hot in the 80s. They had a weird standard. Don't you?
I just want to litter. You could see it.
Yeah, I saw your hand going right there. I said, nah, son.
Like, don't you do it. Don't you do it, you son of a bitch. A waiter notification is available for me. It's an $8 delivery from Mugshot's Bar and Grill.
We'll do it.
I'm right here, I may as well.
Then we can glitter.
Yeah, then we can glitter.
Fuck your mother.
Oh, fuck your mother. Actually, I'm gonna see how far this thing is going first. I'm not driving to fucking Long Beach for fucking Century Oaks Drive, Unit B, in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Alright, it's just an apartment. That's not so bad.
It's Unit B, though.
Your mother's cunt.
Your mother's cunt. Yeah, that Sopranos watch along is a good idea, though. We'll get a lot of viewers from that. Because, I mean, if Corey can get a lot of viewers from just listening to Art Bell episodes.
Imagine what we'll get.
Yeah. I watched The Grudge 2020.
What'd you think?
I'm going to talk about this on the podcast, too, but we can go ahead and I'll break into it a little bit here. Fucking shit.
Oh, it was complete
This
shit.
is what this is the thing, is that this movie would have been fine if it wouldn't have been a Grudge movie. Like, it did nothing better than the original Grudge.
I mean, what's the last good movie you saw that was original? Artful, suspenseful, all that. Like, perfect movie. When's the last time you've seen a perfect movie? Especially horror.
It's been a really fucking long time.
Oh, it's just reiterations of the same shit, man.
You got timeless classics like Halloween. The Rocky movies are timeless classics. Those movies are cheesy. They're fucking corny, but you know what? They're fucking great. You never fucking get tired of watching them.
Right.
Star Wars, the originals.
The originals, classics.
There's hardly any time. That's the problem I have with most movies nowadays, dudes. They're not timeless. Like, most of the time when I see a movie now, dude, I never want to see it again.
Right, dude. I never want to see it again. When's the last time I ever wanted to rewatch a movie?
And that used to be a thing for me, man. Like, if I enjoyed a movie enough, I'm like, man, I want to watch that again.
Like, The Witch was probably the last one that I was like, I kind of liked watching.
Like occasionally I'll get an itch to rewatch a movie. Like, I just rewatched The Fourth Kind. But the reason I wanted to rewatch it is because I couldn't remember it.
Not for anything substantial.
And I'm glad I rewatched it because I actually think I... Yeah, I remember Corey said that the reason he didn't care for that movie is because it was too convoluted.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said.
But, like, because they keep jumping back and forth between, like, actual footage and the character, and Mila Jovovich playing this character. So, like, it felt a little weird on that aspect, you know, like, since both of them are I feel like I see what they were trying to do with it. But, like, it probably wasn't necessary. You probably could have got the same effect by just using one actor for the whole thing. But then it would have made the actual footage scenes seem not as important.
Right. I gotta go in here and use the bathroom. So. What's going on, guys? We're back.
We're fucking back. We're back, and I'm ready to smoke some crack.
Nice.
Oh!
You and your turning, man.
I can't help it, these fucking roads are, like, too thin. They're not designed for fat boys like me.
The fat boys are back. The fat boys are back.
I love the way you do it. Yours sounds sexual.
That's what it is. They embrace their fatness. Why can't you, Greg?
I do. It's everyone else who doesn't. I'm gonna need you to pause that.
Yeah. We came back for 2 seconds. So,
To get the hottest.
yeah, we did it. Why can't he?
Because if there's one thing I've learned about this world, Lawrence, it's you got 2 types of people. You got stairs. What are you fucking about to play?
Doomer.
Oh, really?
They did a Doomer of Zombie by Cranberries.
Oh, this is interesting. Motherfucker, this is going to Long Beach.
Oh shit! Drop the order.
No, I already got the food. I know you want to eat those wings, fat boy, but it ain't gonna happen.
Fat boys all back. I love that part. Doomer is so good.
Take the next right onto Landon Road.
They need to do some Tool Doomer, but it'd probably be too fucking much.
In 600 feet, turn right onto US 49 South.
It's not me, it's not my memory. Didn't she kill herself too?
She died on accident. She
Turn
drowned.
right onto US 49 South, then use the right lane to take the I-10 West ramp.
Nobody dies on accident. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Right? I died on accident. The Ford Bronco, it just defines that era.
Have you seen the new ones?
Yes,
I
they're
fucking
Use
sick.
the right
love
lane to take the
I love
I-10
them.
West ramp. Continue on I-10 West for 6 miles.
This is what dashing with Greg is. It's Greg and Lawrence being what they are. It's Greg being a heterosexual man. It's Lawrence being a homosexual
Stop
man.
lying, man. Takes 2 to tango, don't
I don't know, does it?
it?
I wouldn't know.
In my head. Yeah, let us over, motherfucker.
How do you feel about the fact that I wear Wranglers?
Better than Janko's. Knowing that you once
No,
wore
man,
Jankos.
like they got like Wranglers are fucking comfortable, dude. I'm actually wanting to go to the Levi outlet, the Wrangler outlet, and
I've never
see if they
seen
got anything on clearance.
I've never seen you wear jeans. Always shorts with you.
I wear them at work all the time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
now
you're-
I get a fucking Grubhub order.
You're not allowed to wear shorts at work.
Oh, yeah, it's a Waffle House. I will need to only pay. Oh no, you will need to order plus pay. Guess what? Not happening. No.
Greg gets bitches.
But I don't get riches. You know, oftentimes I'll look at my wife
Yeah.
and like I'll just think, dude, I'm like, I outdid myself. I really did. I mean, I always kind of had the suspicion that I wouldn't have an unattractive wife. But I mean, my wife is pretty fine, dude.
For you, yeah, especially. That's fucked up. I don't know why I said that. I mean, you're not I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's. I mean, you're right. You did good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm not a bad-looking dude, I know, but I'm also not. I'm not like a fucking Tom Cruise stud neither.
Neither was he, though.
Dude, I don't know, man. When I see those fucking deep fakes of Tom Cruise, I'm like, man, that
You
guy.
know that guy's like 5'4" or something like
It
that.
doesn't matter, dude. He's a fucking great-looking guy. Like, there's no chick that if he comes up to her and he's like, hey, I want to fuck,
Keep left at the fork.
they're gonna be like, no,
He's
I
got
don't want
so much
anything to
money.
do with you.
Well, he's crazy.
I mean, come on, dude. He fucked Katie Holmes.
She
Continue
fucked
for
a lot of
3
other people
miles.
too, though.
Did she?
That wasn't hard to do. Okay. She fucked Jamie Foxx. She fucked.
Did she fuck Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, they were doing some stuff.
Really?
So she's into some.
The only thing about Tom Cruise I don't like is he's into that weird Scientology
Yeah, the
shit.
Scientology makes him weird. Other than that, he would have been cool. But he is an angry
Continue on
motherfucker.
Canal
Him
Road
and
for 3
Christian
miles.
Bale both got that anger streak on them.
I almost feel like he was justified on the set with losing his shit, though.
I do too. I agree.
Because he's right, man. Like, this is the thing people don't understand about with COVID and actors and things like that. Is it's true, these actors have a lot of fucking money, but they also have a lot of expenses because they buy expensive shit. You could criticize them and say, well, maybe they shouldn't have bought this big of a home, or this, this expensive of a car, or this, that, and the other, or shouldn't have opened their own production studio. But the thing is they had the money to do it. They were entrepreneurs, so they did it.
Yeah, why not?
And now, a lot of those expenses aren't being able to be fucking paid because they're not making their money.
Because of the stupid COVID.
Now, one could question, do they really not have the money to pay it? Or do they just not like the fact that their bank account is actually declining instead of rising?
Instead of rising, right?
Because I'm pretty sure that it's probably steadily declining, and they just don't like the look of it because more than likely they don't have enough in there to cover the 30 or however many years, or well, they buy houses outright, so
Yeah.
they don't have the money to cover the taxes until they die is probably what's going on there. Or maybe they do. They just don't want their shit that they've achieved to fucking go away. And I get it. I mean, you can't hate on it, really. No one likes to see their bank account. Like, I have a few thousand in my bank account right now, and I hate when we have to pull from savings to fucking spend any of it, because I hate that number going lower. So I get it, because it's nice to have in the nest egg.
It's like you need to be gaining, not losing.
Well, and the thing behind mine, too, is I have goals. So every time that my savings dwindles, I feel like that's taking away from my goal. Because it's not that I just want to sit on the money. It's that I have plans. I have good plans.
For your daughter, for your wife, for yourself. I mean, I hear you, man.
And that's going to be the next thing, too, man, is I got to fucking start putting back money for my kids' education. Sure, I could bank on her getting a scholarship, but what if she doesn't?
Right.
What if she's a dipshit?
What if she's a dipshit? Like father, like daughter, huh?
Nah, she won't be. I was a good student. The problem is I just didn't have the drive.
You didn't believe in yourself.
It's not even that I didn't believe it. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit, but most of it was just that I just didn't have the drive, man. I was too distracted by other things. And the failure of my parents is I wasn't in a household that preached education very well. I mean, not a single one of my brothers and sisters were high school graduates except one. My sister Rachel is the only one of us
Who did something
that
with
got
it.
a high school diploma. Every single other one of us got a GED. That tells you right there, education was never a hot topic in my family.
What's your thoughts on swag fags?
What is a swag fag?
Somebody that's always got to have the cleanest shoes, cleanest clothes, jewelry, diamond earrings, just swagged out.
When you say like a swag fag, does that mean any person or does that mean a homosexual?
No, the reason why the term is there is because they're so prim and proper.
So it's like it's not like fag and like the insulting way of using the word. It's like a happy fag.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think it's stupid, dude. Like, how many fucking pairs of shoes do you need?
Take the next right onto 28th Street.
I like that about you because I grew up around so many people that just have to care about your sneakers. That will roast you if you're not wearing the latest pair of Jordans.
Who the fuck cares? Like, I have dad shoes. I buy dad shoes.
But
these right here are dad shoes.
what their argument is I get pussy.
But most of them don't. And the fucking
Continue
the
on
illusion they
28th Street
create
for 3
is that
miles.
for some reason some chick's gonna want to fuck them because they have Jordans.
And I'm not gonna lie, we all went through that phase where it's like, if I buy this pair of clothes, I'm gonna get pussy. Because remember you were telling me about that phase where you were dressing like wrestlers?
Yeah, I tried to get clothes so I'd look like wrestlers, thinking it was gonna get me pussy. The better discussion is something that me and Corey have talked about numerous times. Is that as a dude, man, most everything that you fucking do throughout the majority of your life is in the hopes you're gonna get some pussy.
Right. That's so fucking accurate.
The way you dress, you think it's gonna get you laid. Car you buy, you think it's gonna get you laid. The way you talk,
It's gonna get you laid.
yeah, it's all to try to get pussy. The reason you try to find a job that pays good money is because you think it's gonna get you pussy.
The job thing does play a factor in what pussy you do get, though. I will guarantee you that much.
Well, it depends. You can not make a whole lot of money and be a charismatic motherfucker and still get a lot of pussy.
Yeah, you're right, but you're right.
The money just makes it easier.
Money makes it easier.
Because if you have money, you don't even have to have the charisma.
Exactly, and a lot of women, dude, it depends on their maturity level. Because if they're just after, say most women think about like security. Is his credit good? What will he be long term? So if you're just some bumming around dude, but you just fuck people, you got good charisma. Maybe for high school kids, but definitely not for like working class, career oriented. But you're gonna be making some good money, dude. Walmart's paying their guys. You're about to be bumped up 15 an hour.
No, I'm not. They haven't gave us no fucking raise.
I thought you said they were planning on it.
Well, then they're planning slowly. It's not me. It's not me. It's not. Go, motherfucker. What are you waiting for?
That didn't make any fucking sense what he was doing.
I don't understand Mississippi drivers. They gotta be the dumbest fucking sons of bitches on the face of the planet.
Only when it comes to driving.
That's because everybody's like this when they're driving. Oh, fuck. Missed my turn.
Or they're really fast and they ought to go around you.
Yeah. Because most of them are fucking high or drunk. Bunch of fucking drunkards.
If this ever turns into
Fucking
Detroit.
stoners. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, if we keep getting invaded by all those fucks from New Orleans, it will.
New Orleans.
The fuck is that?
I don't know, dude.
Some fucking eagle or gargoyle carved into a tree?
I don't want to go
Hey,
down
this is
that
an
road.
open graveyard. We could come here to do our investigation.
And you're going to ask me, did you download the Ghost 2 app? I will.
No, you won't. Because everything that I fucking ever ask of you, or we think about, or talk about in this car, you forget about 10 fucking minutes after you walk through your front door.
Exactly.
And that bothers me about you.
What the fuck is he
Because you know what that tells me?
What?
Like, when I get home, my gears are always fucking turning about the podcast. Sometimes I'll be working on shit for the podcast. I'll be thinking up ideas, looking up shit online that maybe we can do.
Yeah.
You, I don't know what the fuck you do. You go right into jacking off.
And you don't?
No. I only jack off right before I take a shower.
Nice.
What do you think my wife would do if she walked in on me in the living room one day and I'm sitting in my fucking computer chair with a VR headset on my head and no fucking clothes on,
Just jacking off.
just jacking off?
She'd probably laugh. Honestly, I would.
This is exactly what would happen, because I'd probably have earbuds in,
In a quarter
so I
mile,
wouldn't hear
turn
her
left onto
if she
Beeline
came in
Road.
there, and she'd probably be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh my god.
It's not me. It's not me. It's not my family.
In my head, in my head.
Turn left onto Beeline Road.
With their tanks and their bombs and their moms.
That's what she said. Their moms.
And their moms and her
What the
guns.
fuck is he doing?
Being a fucking dipshit. I told you. It's like his truck barks.
Yeah, it's like it's charging.
It's like that dog that has to charge up barking. It can't just
Continue
get out
on
the barks.
Beeline Road for 2 miles.
Sounds like a fucked up motorcycle.
I bet those cows make some great fucking burgers.
That's
That
all you
Angus.
think about when you see them eating fucked up grass.
I see them as nothing but fucking food. Do I like cows? Sure, I like them. I like petting them. I like looking at them. But ultimately, they're fucking useless other than just to eat.
Right on. Right on.
Completely and totally fucking useless.
Did you like Iron Man in the red and silver or red and gold better?
I think I like the red and silver
I
better.
don't know, the silver Centron.
I fucking hate these modern day fucking Marvel fans. Motherfuckers didn't care about Iron Man at all in the comics.
No, not at
All
all.
of a sudden he fucking is in the movies. What are these idiots doing? Trying to go in the ditch?
They're drunk.
All of a sudden he's in the fucking movies and everybody loves Iron Man. He's always been my favorite.
You know who the fuck? You thought he was a hot dog man. Back in the old days. People barely knew who fucking Daredevil was. If it wasn't for Ben Affleck.
That movie gets too much hate.
It does. That's because Kevin Smith's in it. Everything he's in, it turns. That's like the quality of the film turned down or something.
I'm with Jonathan though, man. Like his movies, like I'm gonna tell you what Jonathan did to me. Whenever I was talking about how I can't wait for Clerks 3, he said he's not excited for it because of this new Kevin Smith. I'm like with him now, man. I'm like, man, fuck. I love the Clerks movies, and this new one's gonna come out, and I'm gonna fucking hate it.
He wasn't always like that though.
No, it's ever since he started smoking weed. Now that he's a fucking pothead, his movies suck.
No, he's a full-blown fucking pothead.
Now he's a full-blown dipshit. Nobody wants to be called a dipshit. It moved. You might need to fix that. It's not me. Man, it's like way back there, dude. Come on. Stop being a fucking dipshit.
Bruh. Chill.
That's much better.
Southern Shores Family Dental.
The whole family operates on you at once. You clean this tooth.
Okay.
I got the molar.
I got the gums. This guy doesn't have any gums. Shadow, looking at you.
He has gums.
It's just everything else is missing.
Dude!
He'll never see these.
Why don't you fucking be nice?
He'll never see these episodes, so it doesn't matter. I don't know what it is, dude.
But that's where you're wrong, dude, because eventually I'm gonna load these to YouTube.
What?
Yeah, a month out. They're not gonna only be Patreon forever. About a month after the episode's release, I'm gonna list them regular on YouTube, probably.
Oh, see this, Shadow? Bring it.
He said, bring it.
Just bring it.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
In a quarter mile, turn
I'm tired of all the sneak fucks.
Me too. You're a sneak fuck. You've become a sneak fuck.
Ever since I made management, huh?
Yeah? You just look down on people
Take the
now.
next right, then your destination will
I'm gonna
be
get
on
my
the right.
eyebrows like this, so I have the evil sneak fuck
Well, just
eyebrows.
promise me you'll get some lines in them.
Yeah, I will. And I go like this.
Alright,
Do the rat face.
this
Tony
apartment
does.
looks like it's
Your
fucking...
destination is on the right.
Apartment 14B. You see numbers anywhere? I mean, the building looks like it's about to fall down, but do you see any fucking numbers anywhere?
No, not at all. I see a big 1 on the side of there, but other than that,
Well, we're looking for 14.
There's 2. This place is so fucking ramshackled. The 2 is taped to the fucking beam. Like, it's not even supposed to be there. There's 3.
Well, obviously 14's not going to be anywhere close over here. I think I've delivered to this one before, actually. My God, this fucking place got fucked up during the storm, and whoever owns them ain't doing a very good job of fucking fixing them. There's 8.
I'd be too embarrassed to live here. It's like they don't care.
No, this is like shit now. Run down fucking...
It's probably cheap, though.
Yeah, they better knock some off their rent with the way it fucking looks.
There's 9. They
There's
got
10.
trash, dude. This place is trashed, man.
Trashy ass motherfuckers.
Trash Canistan.
14's probably going to be up here. As a matter of fact, it might be this one. You see a fucking number anywhere? $14 right here. And B is going to be upstairs, I'm sure. Alright. I need the DoorDash.
Okay.
It's back here.
That was fast.
Holy mother of pearl, it wasn't on the top floor. Holy mother of pearl. Now let's go to this other delivery. I'm sure they're probably wondering, where the fuck is my mugshots, bruh?
Surprised you got a message yet. You Texas Tunyon.
I'll kill him.
The Texas Tunyon.
The Texas Tunyon? Mm-hmm. What about the Texas Funyun?
Texas Bunions. Because they're always wearing cowboy boots.
It'd be funny if they messaged me and they're like, I live in Biloxi. What the fuck are you doing in Long Beach?
They're tracking, dude. You know they are. Superstar.
I'll be like, well, DoorDash was before you. They got priority.
Priority
You don't like
number
it, you can suck my dick.
They were priority number 1. You are priority number 2.
And then they'll be like, well, can you even find it anymore, fat boy?
Hey, fat boy. Did you eat my fucking food?
You really love that fat boy shit. You're gonna be that guy. Once you like lose all that fucking weight and you become buff, you're gonna be that guy that's like, fucking hate these fat motherfuckers, man. Everywhere I fucking go.
Like
these
Ryback?
fucking fat people.
Like Ryback? Ryback wanted all fast food closed during COVID. He's like, you know what? This is a great opportunity to close all fast food.
If you're hungry, you can eat strawberries and carrots.
We can't all be steroid users, Ryback.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't eat steroids.
Fucking fatback.
Yeah, fatback. Even his name sounds like a musclehead. His name sounds like it was on steroids.
And he was a shitty wrestler. He fucking sucked. He botched just about everything. He wanted to be Goldberg, but he was just sucked too bad to be Goldberg.
Yeah, they wanted him to be the new Goldberg. He's not going to WWE Hall of Fame.
He shouldn't go to WWE Hall of Fame. He did nothing. He accomplished next to nothing in his career. I think maybe he was Intercontinental Champion.
he was like, and then they found Batista, and I was like, yeah.
Now Batista was the shit.
Yeah, Batista was.
He even had an awesome theme.
Where was he at? In his theme song, it shows him like in an empty gym or something. It's like,
I'm sick of all these people talking out their heads.
The best one, of course, is the.
What about the sad version? When he was coming back?
Yeah.
That didn't make any fucking sense. It's like, why is it sad?
That he's coming back. And then his lyrics don't make sense. It says, "You can't see me, my time is now."
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
If he can't see you, then how is it your time?
It's a franchise and I'm shining now.
He became a McDonald's. It's a franchise.
I mean, he is like the Ronald McDonald of
WWE. The WWE Universe.
Who was your favorite wrestler of all time?
I was a Rock fan for the longest, dude. He was
So
my guy.
really, The Rock.
The Rock was our
He
guy.
earned your favorite of all time title.
I mean, that was the
Mark
era.
that no you damn wrong.
Do the song. He goes, if you're surrounded, what the Rock is cooking.
Mark said, the Mark that, the Mark that, the Mark that no you damn wrong.
That's what he sounds like.
Mop, mop. Oh, here comes the fucking rain. These motherfuckers.
Look at the waves.
Come on, man. I wish our water looked as good as Gulf Shores.
At least have Floridian,
Well, that's what Gulf Shores looks like. At least, I'd be happy if our water just looked like Pensacola
Yeah.
and Gulf Shores. Theirs isn't like crystal clear blue, but like you don't look at it and be like, I don't want to go out in that.
Yeah, you look at that and you're like, I want no part of that.
And they blame it on the barrier islands.
No, there's something else going on
There's
with
like,
that.
then fucking tear them down.
Yeah, explode.
If that's what it takes for us to have a fucking beach that looks good, tear it down. But our beach is funny, dude. Like sometimes the water will not look bad.
But when it gets these gray skies, you can see that shit in HD. Yeah, it's bad.
No, like on bright days is when it actually starts to look good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's good. Right now, it's like it's got no makeup on or something.
Exactly. There's no glimmer.
It looks sad, you know? Now that looks sad. That truck screams at air.
It does.
You can't see him because the time is now.
You know what hat my realtor was wearing again today?
The make free speech.
Yeah, make speech free again hat.
Does he not realize he lost?
He's such a Republican.
I mean, we voted Trump too, so we lost in a sense.
He owns guns too.
Most realtors are like a liberal, though.
Fine.
I'm gonna find you a house, Greg. I can promise you that, man.
I don't like all that sand blowing up in my fucking vehicle. Fucking my shit up.
Looks like ghosts.
It does.
Like ghost roads.
Oh, there they are off in the distance.
Or AT-ATs.
AT-ATs. All that's missing is the TIE fighters coming in.
I love that, where it's like hovering around it.
I think I'm gonna rewatch Attack of the Clones.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's like the worst rated one.
That's the Star Wars movie that never gets any love.
It's like it happened, you know what I mean? But it's not. No one cares for it.
Do you know the reason I want to rewatch it?
To see the clones.
Is because that's the most shit on like prequel out of the prequel trilogy, right?
Even more so than
And
Phantom
I
Menace.
bet anything, I still like it 1,000 times better than any one of the new trilogy.
The new ones, I figured it out, dude. They don't feel like Star Wars. They just don't have the wit, the charm.
I'm going to Super C's for this next order. It's a Grubhub order. Well, first I gotta make this delivery,
Priority number 1.
which I'm still a ways from.
That guy's pissed, man. Remember that one chick you delivered CC's pizza or the Caesar? She's like, I just hope it's not cold.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. I hope her pizza was cold. Like, you cheap ass fucking whore. You're ordering fucking Little Caesars.
Yeah, it ain't like it's Brooklyn's or nothing.
The sign says hot and ready, and my pizza is not hot.
My pizza is cold and not ready. It's cold and late. Because of you. We need food trucks. Like more of them.
Do we?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we need? You know what we don't need more of in the South is food. We need a Long John Silver's is what we need.
You and the Long John Silver. It's not even real fish, man.
Yes, it is. It's whitefish.
Cod. We're eating cod.
It's not even cod. It's like whitefish. It's like cheaper than cod.
Yeah, that's what I want. Something cheaper than cod.
It's like if a flounder and a cod fucked. It's the fish that would be produced.
Does it at least taste good, Craig?
Oh yeah, it's great.
You dip it in tartar sauce?
Do you hate fish sticks?
They're alright.
Well, it's like high-end fish sticks, basically.
Fish sticks.
That's a food that doesn't get enough love is fish sticks. But you can get some shitty fish sticks. Like, if you don't at least get Mrs. Paul's or Gordon's, like you get those Walmart ones.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucked.
Those
Gordon's is good. Yeah, I love
Oh, there we
Gordon's.
go. I'll do Dollar Tree fish sticks.
I love Gordon's. Who is Mrs. Paul? Is she related to Miss Calendar or the Marie Calendar? I'm from the South, man, so I don't know none of that shit.
Oh, Mrs. Paul is a South thing,
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't fucking know.
I really shouldn't have took the beach with it being this windy. It's a bad idea.
You so scared of it?
Huh?
What are you scared of?
The fucking sand is bad for your engine, man. Like blowing up in your fucking vehicle like this, it's not good for it.
Well, these other guys don't seem to mind.
I need to slow down, I know that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of traction with all the sand, dude.
I'm just trying to get this guy's food to him, bruh.
The beaches are fucked right now, man.
With no lube.
All this
Like there's
fucking
no
sand.
lube left.
Yeah, unless you get some really good tires, man.
Well, what do you think of KY jelly?
It causes really good eruptions.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a warming kind of sensation.
I wouldn't know. Never used it.
Why not? You use pocket pussies.
I don't have one. I considered ordering one. But I really, all I need to do is just hurry up and get this house so my kid has her own bedroom and I can fuck again.
Right?
That casino looks so like shit when it's not night, but once night hits and it starts lighting up,
It looks really good, yeah.
yeah, it's like a metamorphosis.
It's like the freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
And we're about to pass by a casino that you love,
Island View?
the Hard Rock.
Their order is all the way down there?
It's down Cal in the Rain.
The Hard Rock is way past that, dude, in Biloxi. So we're not going to be anywhere near it. Dipshit.
It's weird to me that Island View has two casinos.
Yeah, one's
One on this
non-smoking
side?
and one's smoking.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I like that.
There's Beach View, which I think is that one, and there's Island View. You just can't see me. My time is now.
It's a franchise and I'm shining now.
It's that fucking... It's like he glitched or something.
Is John Cena a good looking dude?
He can be. When he's not being fake, when he's being kind of a genuine dude. You think he'd be an asshole in real life or a nice guy?
Oh, absolutely. He's a fucking yuppie. if that fucking Total Diva show was any indication as to who the real John Cena is,
Yeah.
he seems like a complete fucking total asshole. First off, he tells all his bitches, I don't want kids. He's like, priority number one?
Yeah, priority number one.
No kids.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Sure it does. He's selfish and he knows it, so he doesn't want kids. Why does it say I arrived? Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong thing. I was panicking there for a minute. In a boy's dream. Look at that aquarium.
I like it.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it is. I like it too.
Yeah, Mississippi needs to clean up these beaches, dude. The problem that we have on the coast here is all of our fucking like congressmen and like politicians, they all suck. The mayors, the governors, all of them, they all fucking suck. All any of them care about is the fucking casinos. They're like, fuck everything else. The casinos is what brings in the crowd.
It's priority number one.
Priority number one is casinos.
Dude, that guy could be gold if he used himself properly. He has all these catchphrases and shit we use. He's a character.
I'll agree with you there. He's definitely a character.
He can have his own TV show if he wasn't so camera shy.
People get tired of all those fucking rules. People don't want to have everything categorized into a list.
Who's the list for, by the way? Is it just like how he should be handled or something? Like,
I guess it's for him.
like a child? He can't be handled a certain way. He's
You
gotta be.
fucker. That was a douchey move by them.
They thought it was funny.
I bet they are getting a laugh out of it. Did you see that, dude? My Mustang threw water all up on that motherfucker.
And he was bald.
Of course you'd have to throw that in.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy? He was bald. He was wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt.
Nerd.
Which shirt is better, this one or the Wolverine shirt?
Oh, so that Wolverine. Don't make me answer that.
Because this one's not too much, right?
It's not too much. It's just right.
Like it's not got one individual character. Like what if it was just Shredder out there and he was just like...
I feel lame, dude. The shirt happens to be white. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that one because it's black, so the colors pop out on
The Wolverine one's gray.
it. That's what makes it suck.
So what if the Wolverine one was white?
I wouldn't like that neither. It would give it a cheaper feel.
What if it was black?
Then we're talking. But it can't be his whole fucking body. It has to be like his head or something. They could say like, "Hey, bub," underneath it.
Oh, that's fine. See, to me, that's lame. That's worse.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. You know, I never liked the bub stuff with Wolverine.
He's Canadian. I like it because it accentuates that he's Canadian.
Bub?
Yeah. So they talk up there.
It would have been better if he called him mate.
I don't know if that's an exclusively Canadian thing though. Bub is Canadian.
I never heard of that.
Like Canadian tough guy. They talk like lumberjacks.
Is that because they are lumberjacks?
Yeah, they go, "Hey, bub."
Lost to you, I'm so...
This guy sucks.
He does. He sucks worse than anything I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Dude, we gotta make this delivery, and he's not making matters any better. Shit, man. That's so extra on my part.
All he had to do was get in the slow lane. With the weather the way it is, this guy better just be grateful that I brought his fucking food.
You're already anticipating him being an asshole, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm just gonna blame it on the restaurant anyway. I'll be like, dude, I had to wait like fucking 30 minutes for your food.
Right.
It's not my fault, homie. Man, Waze navigation app is so much better than Google Maps. It gives so much more detail.
Start using it. What the fuck are they building on the beach? Like, why is there construction equipment out there? And, like, pipes that are not put together.
They don't know what they're doing with the beach.
I'm a Mississippian by heart.
You hear that? The wind whistling?
Yeah. I like it.
It's kind of cool.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Don't let me miss this left turn coming up. If I miss it, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. I just want you to know that.
It's right here. Right here, dude.
Oh.
That wasn't it. Fucking idiot.
Fucking mental midget.
There you go with the mental midget shit, man. Did you get confused, Greg?
I did. Oh, they have a fucking gate code.
I'm not gonna give it to you now because you took way too long.
That'd be funny.
I'm gonna make you wait like you made me wait. I will come down and get the food.
Alright, text this dude and be like, I need the gate code.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, keyboard, fucking pop up. Coming in behind this guy.
I think that was the guy waiting at the gate. Like, see, there's a dude waiting by the gate, and he's like looking at your car. Is that him?
I think so.
He was gonna tell you what's what.
Yeah, because this guy didn't give me an apartment number or nothing. Oh, yeah, he did. Unit B.
Just ask him if he's DoorDash.
I'm not going to do that, dude, because he can say, yeah, that's me, and then get the fucking food. Does that guy look like a Trevor Lane to you?
Kind of.
This is going to be Unit B right up here on the right. Looking for B. I think it's right over here. Yep, right there. 1291B. 1281. One two seven one. Okay, 1291 must be back this way. Oh. Oh,
Your
shit.
paper?
Huh? I don't get it. That's 1283. Where the hell's 1291?
One, 2, 8, 9.
I don't know what that one back there is. Because I can't fucking see anything on it. You don't see numbers on the other side over there, do you?
1280 from there.
I'm here, but I'm having trouble finding your building. I'm in front of 1281. But I'm not seeing 1291. Ass backwards shit.
Right.
Should I go this way or should I go this way? I wonder. I was fucking sick. You passed it first on the right.
He doesn't sound like a happy camper.
Or maybe this dipshit just gave me the wrong fucking number. Wait, no, it's right there. It's that blue one.
That's the only one we didn't check and see.
Yep. Bumps are annoying as shit.
Fucking eggplant.
Right here is 1291.
You passed it. It's on the right.
Yeah, that was him waiting out there for the food.
Oh, shit.
I should have took your advice. There was no drink with this one, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think there was. I thought he would be a thug, but he wasn't.
He said, "You bastard." He knew it was us, dude.
All right.
If I was Shadow, I'd be like, "See, I was right. My voice.
Stop. Please allow gate to open completely.
That dude is. His food is cold. I felt it. His food had no heat coming off of it.
Really?
Yeah. Poor guy.
Cold ass burger. That That's alright. He'll be fine.
Cold ass life.
Cold ass world.
That's Porsche.
Head north on Cowan Road toward Collins Boulevard. You're back online. You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 7 p.m.
We're being way too quiet to be recording this shit. Both of us are just fucking sitting here with our fucking thumbs up our ass, picking our asses.
You want to call this episode short?
No. We just need to fucking talk,
We don't
man.
have nothing to talk about, dude. We're lame.
We have plenty to talk about. We always have shit to talk. Don't fucking beep at me.
Look at this fucking guy.
You know what I really fucking want?
Oh, yeah.
And I've been wanting for a couple days now. Some fucking fried chicken.
Then make some, motherfucker.
I don't want to make it. I want to buy it.
Then buy some, motherfucker.
I want to slap fucking Popeyes in the face and go buy KFC.
You sure you don't want to slap me in the face instead?
I don't want to slap you on the ass. What Little Caesars is this? It's not even telling me what Little Caesars it is.
It's not real.
It's the one on Courthouse Road. We're going to decline that because I'm already on a delivery.
Hey, Gregory. I was going to say...
Don't call me that.
Remember the rat face that Tony Soprano did?
Uh-huh.
Do it.
I can't.
You know. Yeah, that's... He was a mob boss, though, so he could do it.
That's right. He can do any fucking thing he wants.
He's the boss.
That little Russian chick he was fucking was kind of hot.
She was very hot.
You know what made that relationship so good? This is the magic of that show. It's like her broken English like made that character fit for Tony's aggravation so well.
I know, because it added to it.
Yeah. I'm no whore.
But she was.
Basically. Like, you get paid to fuck a mob boss. Fuck you, I'm no whore.
And then she went with the fucking senator dude.
Yeah.
And Tony
Man.
whipped him.
God, yeah, Tony whipped him. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, the thing with Tony is, like, once something's his, it's his forever.
That's what we realized. He was selfish. Because he had asked him, was it okay? And Tony said, yeah. Tony lied.
Yeah, he told him it was okay. Then he shows up in, like, the middle of the night one night and goes in there and fucking whips him.
And Irina wanted no part of him because he was crying. He was too weak.
And that thing is Tony accomplished exactly what he wanted with that. To make him look weak and undesirable.
Because she couldn't fuck him after that, right?
Nope. Because he was like, you know, he looked like he had power, and then Tony took all that power away by whipping him like he was a child.
But that's why Irina turned on him, though, right? She wanted revenge for that. Yeah, remember she was calling his wife and Carmelo and that whole situation, causing his divorce almost? She did some fucking damage.
Well, I mean, she was calling the house since day one.
Tony was a fucking bull.
And why couldn't Carmela just accept the fact that you know how Tony is. You know what kind of life you're married into. So how dare you get fucking mad about it? Her goal should have been trying to fuck Tony better than those other fucking Gumars, to where he didn't want them. But instead, she, wants to go and fucking bitch and nag at him. Oh, why don't you go fuck your little whore? You know what? Maybe I will. Her body's this, yours is this.
Is that what she said?
No.
When you went like this, that makes it kind of undesirable. This one actually sounded...
I went a little too small. I was trying to do it quick because, you know, I took my hands off the wheel.
Yeah, this...
Fine, her body's this, yours is this. That wouldn't be accurate either, though. It would be like hers is this, Carmela's is this. Because Carmela wasn't in bad shape.
No, she wasn't, especially for a MILF.
But she was definitely a butterface. Like, her skin looked like it was leather.
Yeah, she looked old for some reason. Like, old. I don't know why.
And she's probably, even though she, Edie Falco, that was her
Eddie,
name.
yeah. Is it Edie or Eddie?
It's Edie.
Yeah. I always called her
No
Eddie.
one names their kid Eddie. That's a girl.
I don't know. There's a girl, like Nikki, you know. Could go either way. Alex.
Yeah, but not Eddie.
Edie Falco.
Nobody names their newborn baby girl John.
I've seen Charlie's.
Yeah, Charlie's a weird one. And I don't hate it.
I don't either. This is the boring part in the dash, guys.
Cameron is another one. That can be boy or girl. This is what?
This is the boring part in the dash, guys. This is where we kind of zone out.
And we're fucking talking about shit that we talk about. This is what we talk about. Once again, this is not a fucking topic show. It's not like, okay, this is what we're going to talk about on Dashing with Greg today. I want to definitely address this, and I want to talk about this. That's not what this is. Stop trying to make it that.
It's more like prison. It's like being in prison. With... Dude, you told me what your...
Is that what this is? This is prison for you?
No, it's not. No, but what's funny is I don't get any sex out of this, so no, it's not prison. But you were telling me...
You will, eventually.
I play my cards right.
Stop being such a dipshit.
No, it's funny is when you were telling about your cellmates going crazy. The first night in, they're just like, I fucking like this place. Fuck this place. Fuck you.
Yeah, they're like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm like, dude, you were just in solitary confinement.
Yeah, but they saw you.
Be fucking...
Because they saw you.
A cakewalk.
And you're worse than solitary confinement.
I'm worse than solitary. Maybe they thought I was going to fuck them.
Yeah, they saw you and they're like, I can't do this. Fuck this.
This guy's going to try to fuck me. I just know it.
Because I know you were mean looking back then too, huh?
Nah, I looked like a little fucking greaser. That's when I still had hair.
Yeah.
And it wasn't well kempt. Maybe that's why it fell out. Maybe I treated my hair so poorly. I just said fuck you and left.
What the fuck's going on with this? They look like they materialized.
They came stumbling out of the fucking woods.
One of them looked like they got butt fucked. Like he was stumbling around everywhere. They look dirty as fuck.
Anytime you see somebody coming out of the woods like that, looking all dirty and shit, they're not. You definitely don't want to approach them.
What were they talking about? What's their story?
I don't know. We should interview them for the podcast.
Man,
they're coming to your house, though.
They look like you don't have a house, so they can't go to yours. That was wrong. I'm sorry, man.
So sorry I don't live with my mother.
Priority number one.
Yeah, Shadow's got you beat on that. At least he has his own place.
Bitch, I have my own place. I'm helping my mom.
I know.
See, everyone.
Look, if you're gonna jab at me, I'm gonna jab at you.
Nobody was talking shit whenever I had my spot and I was working 2 jobs. Everyone was saying I worked too hard.
You know why no one was talking shit? Because you didn't have time to hear any of them.
Nobody was congratulating. Everyone was quiet. And the moment I'm not in my own place no more, now everyone wants to talk shit. We're living in my own place. Blah, blah, blah. Oh.
Doesn't Anthony live with his mom?
Yeah, everyone lives with their mom. I was the only one who wasn't living with their parent. I was the only one doing shit.
You'll still get out, man.
I know I will. I'm not worried. This is not, I'm day one with this shit.
I was actually talking to my wife today because I showed her where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Since we were in that area looking at the house. And I was telling her, because she was asking, she's like, why did she move from the other house? Why? I thought, so they sold that house? And I'm like, no. It's like Lawrence's mother doesn't buy. She doesn't buy anything.
Yeah, she just rents.
I was like, it actually kind of pisses Lawrence off because she has nothing to hand down to him.
She doesn't know how to do that.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto O'Neill Road.
My mom wants us to do the heavy lifting. It's like we were born to carry her. But, I mean, you would do the same for your mom, so...
Well, have you ever pitched the idea to your mom? Be like, look, Mom, I want to buy a house. You can stay with me and help me pay rent.
That would be nice, wouldn't
Take
it?
the next
I mean,
left
that
onto O'Neill
idea's
Road.
come up, but, you know, I gotta have some capital first.
Do you?
Yeah.
All you have to have is good credit and a fucking job.
Because you gotta put out escrow.
Escrow is cheap. It's like $600.
Continue on O'Neill Road for 1.5 miles.
Unless you're trying to buy a fucking $300,000 home, then escrow might be a problem.
Escrow. I'm gonna name my son Escrow. I like that word.
I still need to watch the new Bill and Ted movie, even though I heard it was a total piece of shit.
Keanu Reeves movies are always shit, dude.
You know what's? I'll tell you something. This is a controversial thing right here. I'll actually probably bring this up on the podcast too. I don't really care for the John Wick movies.
Honestly, me neither. I'm not
None of them. Like, honestly, I haven't seen John Wick 2 or 3.
I haven't either. I didn't know there was a 3.
And I've barely seen fucking 1.
I saw one because my brother kept talking about it. He was just so head over heels for that fucking movie. I was like, what? And I checked it out and it was okay.
The movie I like with Keanu Reeves is Constantine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Constantine.
Honestly, for me, it's Hardball. He was a baseball coach.
Oh, that was not a bad one too.
Because it was different, man. He was just a regular dude. He wasn't an agent. He wasn't half Chinese. He wasn't none of that shit.
Do I look Chinese?
He actually is part Chinese.
But yeah, man, like, the John Wick movies just don't do it for me. Of course, he was great in The Matrix.
Yeah, of course, Matrix. But Matrix is bigger than him. You know what I mean? It's every piece working on full overdrive. Was Carrie Ann Moss hot or not? Like Trinity? She was another butterface.
I think Carrie Ann Moss was like one of the first, she was like one of the first that was like MILF hot. But she wasn't a MILF because I don't think she had a kid at the time.
No, she didn't.
But she looked like a hot mom.
I see what you're saying.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be
She
on the
just
left.
always looked old to me. Even in the Matrix, she had kind of an old
That's why
face.
she looked like a mom.
Yeah. She was great in Memento, though. I liked her in that.
I wonder why it's sending me to the left when 3 C's is on the right, isn't it?
I don't know, man. You might be coming on the wrong end, because there it is right there.
Oh yeah, I guess I am. I'm sorry for doubting you, GPS. I'll never do it again.
I'm just tired.
I'm just tired.
We haven't done that in a long time.
I'm just tired, man.
Have you heard from him?
I try to call him every once in a while. It never goes over well.
Why?
Because most of the time he doesn't answer. And usually he's on the same shit.
He never upgrades.
Oh
huh?
man, these people, they got a snack box, fish box, 1 fish.
What?
That's the order I'm getting for this Janet E chick.
Janitor?
Janity?
Janitor. We're delivering to janitor.
Kia Sportage.
Who the fuck is behind
FE
us? Their
edition.
lights are fucking blinding.
The license plate of this car is HAJ 762 Mississippi, Harrison County. Look them up.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm an asshole.
We should just
Your
do
destination is
that.
on
Go
the
around
left.
reading off license plates. We go to jail. FBI can't even do shit like that.
They don't know if it's a real license plate or not. I could have been lying.
Let the good times boil.
Let
Crawfish.
the good times boil.
We'll be
Are
back
you
after
going
this
in?
commercial break. No, we're just pausing it. What was that for you or something?
Since you're being a fucking asshole, you're
Is
not
that for you, fat boy?
Hold on, since you're being an asshole, you're not gonna get any of this fucking free food.
What are you talking about? Free food for
Free
what?
food.
Why did you get free food?
Because she said, "Hey, I'm about to throw this out. Do you want it?"
No, tell him your joke that you said. You said it's hotter than demon pussy.
Yeah, it's hotter than demon pussy.
You can't even see me anymore, so what the fuck does it matter?
What does it matter?
Fuck my life.
Fucking Darky McDarkster.
That's not nice, dude.
You know what's not nice? The first thing you fucking say to me when you see me is, "Hey there, fat boy."
Yeah, but being fat's not a race.
It doesn't matter. It's still a
choice.
fucking.
I can't choose my
It's still
skin.
something negative.
I can't choose my skin color. You can choose your fat.
I can't choose my fat. I was born this way. I'll die this way.
Seltzer with antioxidants.
That's right, fat boy. Fatty McFaxter.
Moe's Southwest Grill.
Quite frankly, things that people really want to see.
Just let the good times roll.
You talk about bigger and bolder.
Do you do the Vince McMahon walk every time you walk around your house?
When I walk in work, mostly.
Let's see what you got.
Hold on. No. You're gonna fucking wait. I am just kidding. You can open it up. But, let's see. I think we got a burrito or a corn dog.
I got dibs on the burrito. You can have both the other ones. I don't care. You can have that.
You can have the burrito.
If Shadow was here, he would have had that corn dog.
Yep. So why are you putting it in the back where you know I can't fucking reach it?
You're gonna eat while driving?
Is that something that's supposed to be hard to do? Oh, I'll definitely do this one.
Man, it's meaner than dog piss.
Dude, this fucking sausage is amazing.
Really not bad.
Not bad for fucking older and demon pussy food.
What if that sausage was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is made out of people?
I'd probably like it better.
Head north on Three Rivers Road toward O'Neill Road, then turn left onto O'Neill Road.
Ah! I know it's great for a podcast to just watch us stuff our fat fucking faces.
Well, I got bitch tits, so I got an excuse. What's yours?
I got a bitch dick.
That's true.
I want you to roast Dustin tonight for not joining the Patreon.
Got a motorcycle in the back of the truck.
$2 fucking dollars. That's all it costs. $2 a month.
We'll have Corey make an account to do it again.
Turn left onto O'Neill Road.
Pick up Dustin slack.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
Well, if Dustin doesn't start wrapping his burrito, he'll be going incognito anyway.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because he's in that mode. He's like, we're not trying to have another kid. I'm like, dude, you're paying child support on a kid right now. You might
Take
want
the
to
next
fucking
left.
slow down. Dude, these people could have fucking walked here and got this food.
Idiots.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Fucking mental midgets.
Are they eating my food?
Yeah. Your guy just drove up and he was fucking eating what I ordered. F2. Do you see any letters or anything on these?
Mm-mm. We always look like we're stalking, too.
There's S, there's Q. I think F is back there.
It's like all these houses are Pizza Huts.
Oh wait, there's more back this way. Oh! Oh! You said all these houses are Pizza Huts?
They're like Pizza Huts.
Oh, there's E.
Shit.
Please. There's E. Why is
Your
there two E's?
destination is on the right.
Doom, doom, doom. There's F. All right.
Dang, you scoffed down that sausage.
Well, it was
I
a
knew you
fucking.
were-
It was a tiny piece of sausage.
Nah,
Fucking
you're
dick.
good at scoffing down sausages.
Now, why don't you suck my fucking dick? Give me the food, fat boy.
You're learning. He really is a sweetheart, I promise you.
Why didn't you check that delivery? You fucking.
You just got in, asshole.
Why don't you suck my balls?
They're not big enough.
God, I gotta piss. I'm fucking definitely pissing inside fucking Cane's. My balls aren't big enough?
Tell me if you remember this thing. Your smile says everything.
How could I not?
I love how it gets even more intense as it keeps going.
You like how it picks up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Once again, you just like fucking Sting. Because he's like Batman.
He's like
to
Batman. He's a
You
modified.
can still see Sting if you watched AEW. And you would like his entrance. What? Look that up real quick. Watch Sting AEW entrance. You'll like it. I guarantee you'll like it. Oh, you're gonna like this. I can't wait to.
The third member of Team Taz. The numbers game's gonna catch up. Taz's men are in
Why are they
control.
booing?
In cage with Dustin on his shoulders and just making it look so easy.
No,
Concern
dude.
for Arn Anderson.
Sting AEW first entrance, not
This
that
is it.
shit.
This is it.
His first time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's good to see the referees are Johnny on the spot. This is a mugging. It is. And look at calling the shots there is Taz.
Oh my God, are they gonna get to it already?
TW belt. And it's not going to be an ornament. It's going to be a weapon. But
It's about to
I
happen.
think I know what I'm talking about. Oh, he wants to pull Cody out. But Taz is calling every shot. Yes, he is. He's calling the plays. He's sending them in. They're holding Cody up. The FTW championship in hand and high. He's the fit.
His new theme. I like it.
It's badass, dude. His entrance is so fucking awesome with the snow falling.
Yeah. Everyone's like, who is this? Listen to that pop. That dude's a legend, man. Like, this dude is... He refuses to die.
How do you like that entrance, though? With the fucking snow.
He's got the bat. Sting is too fucking good.
WWE, you fucking blew it.
Yeah, you had it for 2 seconds.
My God, you fucking blew it. You had fucking Sting. Nobody ever thought he would be there, and you fucking finally got him, and you absolutely fucking blew it.
You let Triple H get a win on him, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fucking stupid motherfuckers. Okay, well, that got quiet quick.
So I was thinking about it. Like,
About the
dude,
Sting?
if they had Sting, if they did everything right and had Sting back when it mattered, God.
I think I'm gonna deep face you.
Excuse me?
Thanks for elbow dropping into my sunburn.
Yeah. I gave you a scorpion death drop to your sunburn. There's a scorpion death drop, a stinger splash to the scorpion like a lot.
What if I accidentally threw up on you? Like I projectile vomited out of nowhere and it fucking got all over you?
I would eat it.
I don't think you would.
What do you think I would do?
You'd probably start fucking it. Start
Like your
jacking off
friend,
with it.
like your friend was fucking those stuffed animals.
Yeah.
He was fucking a vacuum cleaner.
You fuck the vacuum cleaner. You let that vacuum cleaner suck his dick. I'll never forget the sound, ever.
That part kills me because it's like,
Dude, I kid you not, the sound was...
and then like your reaction of just turning around. And
Yeah, I
like,
turned around, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
And then you see him with his pants down.
No, he didn't have his pants down, he just had his dick sticking out. Like, just pulled down enough where his dick was out. It was like basketball shorts or something.
And then you were like, what the fuck are you doing? And he said, you never tried it before, dude? Try it right now, bro.
You want to try it?
Yeah. And what'd you say?
I said, no.
Did you stop hanging out with him after that? Or was it like weird?
I didn't go over there much after that.
Did you share this story with any other guys in the neighborhood?
I remember one time, too, I went over to his house. And this fucking, I don't remember who it was, some guy that he had over his house ran up to me and tried to, like, sweep kick me immediately. But, like, as soon as he did it, like, he just hit my leg and I just stood there.
What'd you say?
And I was like, basically the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's your new catchphrase. What the fuck are you doing? Stupid bitch.
He was like, oh, I thought that would work.
And you said, dude, I'm fat. No.
Why do you have to do that?
Because you should have said that. That would have been so cool. It's like you owned your flaw.
At that time, I wasn't really fat. I was just chubby.
The chubster.
Chubby McChubs.
Well, it's getting too dark to see my face, so I guess we're going to call it quits.
I guess we are.
Is that how we dictate how long the videos are? It's too dark
You're
to
the
see.
one who's always trying to call it quits. I mean, we can still see us.
Not really. You can see my bitch tits.
You can. I can see those bad boys poking out.
It's that bad, huh?
Have you ever thought about getting your nipples pierced?
I did, but then someone said it was gay, and I was like, nah, I don't think I want to.
Yeah, but if you want to do it, it's fine. I think you should just get one pierced.
You'd have to do it with me.
I can.
Why not?
Because I told you, my nipples always sink in. They rarely ever poke out. And that's another thing, too. Like, if you get your nipples pierced, do they never do that sinking thing anymore?
You would always be prickly. It would be weird. I like it whenever my nipples are hard because it looks cooler. It looks like Roman armor.
I don't know. You and the fucking nipples. Like, you like the nipples on the fucking Batman.
I like nipples on women.
You like the nipples on fucking...
On Dexter.
on Magneto and Cyclops and any fucking one else who wears as a chest piece. Superman, you want Superman to have nipples.
He has to. He has to have underwear too outside of his pants.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Underwear outside of his pants.
That's how they wore them back in the 1930s.
You can tell they tried to
Go with the olders.
tried to make it sound as much like the old one as they could.
Why can't they get that one?
Because WWE owns the rights to it. They own WCW, who own that theme. It's a damn shame that they just buried WCW like that. They should have just kept it going. They should have, instead of like fucking having two different shows, two different brands, they should have just kept WCW. And honestly, they own the rights to it. They could just bring it back.
That's Vince, though. Vince, like, he hates competition.
He likes the fact that he killed it. He takes pride in it.
Don't you even think about it, dude. That's that guy. Brian Fury.
They're fucking Brian Fury again. That guy every day.
And he's going there, so he lives there.
Somewhere around there. Who is that fucking guy?
We gotta interview him. I kid you not. It's this guy wearing a navy, like...
He's always wearing his camouflage jacket.
Yeah, always this camouflage from the Navy. It's
Like the blue camo.
Yeah. So you're disguised in the ocean? Is that what it is?
I don't understand what that guy's story is, man. He's got a backpack with him every day.
He's got a clean
Is
cut.
he the fucking next Unabomber?
I think he is. He's the next Unabomber.
Maybe he's a vet.
We never stopped to think that. We never stopped to consider that maybe he's a veteran. He's just looking for a payday.
He's probably a vet and he probably has PTSD, and that's the reason he does weird shit.
We need to be reaching out and helping that man, not chastising him.
I don't want to chastise him.
No,
You can't even see her face.
So, all right, we're gonna have to call it quits because we really can't see us.
Yeah, it's getting dark, so we're gonna wrap this one up. So until next time.
God bless you.
God bless.